So over the next few minutes, I'm gonna show you how you can make money in property without being in property, right? Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna show you how you can reap the financial rewards of investing in real estate without all the stress and worry that come along with being like in property. Now, I know you might think that's kind of a pipe dream, and for many it is, but when you do what we're gonna share with you in this video, it'll no longer be a pipe dream, it'll be your reality. Whatever you're doing right now, put it down for a couple minutes, take just a few minutes, that's all I'm asking, because this video requires your attention. This is how you make your tomorrow better than your today. This is how you set the wheels in motion for the change you've been dreaming of. This is how you shake up your life and create something bountiful and amazing. This is how you make money in property without being in property. We're Done For You Real Estate, and we're here to show you how to create the future you've been dreaming of without all the stresses and worries that have held you back all this time. Let's go. Okay, so what I thought I'd do in this video is I actually want to give you the story of like where we came from, right? And the reason for that is if you're going to be in property without being in property, you need to understand the dynamics of how that even works. So let me take you back, way back in time. And what I'm going to share with you is how this whole thing got started in the first place, which led us to you. Now, we started our company back in 2007. I mean, technically we got our official start in 2008, but in 2007 it was some friends getting together and saying, look, we're tired of the traditional real estate industry, which was as follows. See an ad, go to a dinner, be pitched something, go to the back of the room, buy at the back of the room, get some kind of a coaching program, get all kinds of like saran wrapped cellophane packages that would be education that you could consume at home. And then you'd have to upgrade so that you're buying all of these additional coaching packages so that people would teach you how to do real estate. Now, the problem with that is what we found back then is the majority of people that would go and buy real estate education would not actually go physically transact real estate. So we kind of got together and we're like, well, that's stupid. What if we could actually just do real estate for people? What if they could put their money towards real estate instead of the like idea of doing real estate? And that's exactly what we did. We had 4 of us initially. I had a background in mortgages. One of my partners had a background in real estate investment. Another one of my partners was a real estate investor / real estate agent. And another one of my partners, he'd done some property management, he'd done some construction, he'd done some property inspection. And so the 4 of us got together and we're like, okay, let's do this thing. And what we did is we'd put a strategy together, we'd find them the property, we'd get them the mortgage, and then we'd tell them how to make it profitable. And the whole idea was we will actually do the real estate for you, but you still get to keep 100% of the benefit. Well, initially, I kind of thought like we're a Utah company doing Utah real estate with Utah people. But what happened is our clients, they started to tell their friends and family. I remember the day that we get a phone call from Alaska, right? This guy's calling us from Alaska, and he's like, hey, you helped my friend buy real estate in Utah. Can you help me buy real estate in Utah? And we're like, I guess. And we did. And then lo and behold, we had more people calling from out of state. And pretty soon we're working with people all over the country and we're helping them do real estate instead of just learn real estate and coaching programs. Well, that was going great for a couple years, and then the economy came to a screeching halt. Right? Done. Right? We go into this massive recession. The mortgage crisis is in full swing. And all of a sudden we kind of asked ourselves like, hey, should we still be doing real estate in the state of Utah? That was kind of the question. And we forced ourselves to answer this question. If not Utah, then where? And I'm so thankful that that happened, because what it did is it gave birth to the modern version of what we still do today. We started to do research, and we took a very data-driven, research-based approach to where should we be doing real estate. We realized that we had something special. We could help people be in property without being in property. We could help them get all the benefits of owning real estate without having to be a traditional real estate investor. And we did not want that to stop. And so we thought, well, are there better markets that we could take our clients to? And so what we did is we did all this research and we landed on a couple markets. We landed on Phoenix, Arizona and Las Vegas, Nevada. Those were the first markets where we initially stamped out what is today the modern version of Done For You Real Estate. What that meant is we had to have teams on the ground that could find the properties, that could fix up the properties. We had to have the ability to be able to finance those properties, to be able to get those properties insured, and then to get them rented out so that they could be profitable. And that's exactly what we set up. We set up physical teams on the ground in Phoenix, physical teams on the ground in Las Vegas, and we started to help people now from all over the country, largely based on referrals, do real estate in multiple markets. It didn't matter where they lived, they had multiple markets they could invest in. We started to see more success. We started to have more people tell telling family and friends. We started to fly all over the country and share with people who we are and what we did so that other people could take advantage of this amazing real estate market, because this was when the market had come way down and was starting to grow back and people could buy property for really cheap back in like 08, 09, 2010. Well, it was going so well in Las Vegas and so well in Phoenix that we opened up a third market. We saw that Orlando was really similar, and so we opened up Florida. Again, we had to have a physical team on the ground that could find the property, that could fix the property, that could finance the property, that could fill the property, that could help manage the entire process. And so now we had 3 markets that were going, and we did that for a while. And after we did that for a while, we went, holy cow, this is amazing. What if we added a couple more markets, right? We now know how to go and stamp out markets. We know what the process looks like. What if we added a couple markets that weren't such growth markets, but what if we added some more stable markets? So we opened up Indianapolis, Indiana, and Memphis, Tennessee. Now all of a sudden we were in 5 markets helping people invest in real estate. We had somebody living in New York buying a property in Florida, and one in Indiana, and one in Memphis. We had somebody in California owning a property in Phoenix, Arizona, and Orlando, Florida. And it became this incredible thing, and the company started to grow. And before we knew it, we were open in multiple markets. Now, let me tell you what's happened since then. Now, as the market started to recover, we started to realize that the prices in Phoenix, the prices in Las Vegas became too high. So we pulled out of those markets and we opened up additional markets. At the time that we're doing this video today, we've got physical teams on the ground in Indianapolis, Indiana, Memphis, Tennessee, Knoxville, Tennessee, Northern Mississippi, Central Florida, Orlando, Florida. We have some in North Carolina, and all because we wanted to find a way that we could help people physically invest in real estate so they could be in property without being in property. It was our idea that if we could become the definitive solution for successful, busy people who want to own all the benefits of owning investment real estate without taking on the headaches and the work that traditionally come with real estate, we wanted to be that solution, and that's exactly who we are. Now, over the years, not only have we opened up markets, but we've become really clear on the strategy necessary to make real estate as successful as it can be for you so you could be in property without being in property. Now, before I get back to the video and share with you what that precise strategy is and what we found to work, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. It's so cool. I love that you're here, and I'm in this cool studio, and there's like cool lights behind me, and there's like cool lights in front of me, and I get to do all of this because of you. So thank you, because we're friends, right? Are we friends? We should be friends. You should text me. This channel is all about showing you tips and tricks for getting started in real estate investing, because I don't want you sitting on the sidelines anymore. Everybody wants to be in real estate. I know that, right? Everybody's already in real estate, which is crazy. You're either on the side of real estate that's making you money or on the side of real estate that's making someone else money, but everybody's in real estate, and this channel is designed to help you know how to win in real estate, right? So here's what we do. We come and we share videos and ideas on how to replace your income so that you can retire early and create generational wealth for your family. If you want to find out where the good deals are, cool, come here. If you want to find out what the best strategy is, this channel is for you. If you want to find out the strategies that are the most successful right now, this channel is for you. If you want a place for general motivation and real estate information so you could grow your knowledge base, this channel is for you. If you want to build wealth that outlives you and is there for your family, this channel is for you. So please like this video, please subscribe to this channel and share it with your friends and family. And then they'll think you're cool because you shared with them the coolest YouTube channel on the planet, and then that makes you the coolest person on the planet. Don't you want to be cool? If you want to be cool, go share this with a friend. Now let's get back to the video, okay? So here we are. We've built this company kind of on accident in a way, right? Helping people do real estate instead of just learning real estate. We've become sort of the counterculture of the real estate industry where people would teach real estate, but they wouldn't help people do it. We are now helping people do real estate all across the country in multiple markets. So now the question becomes, and we get this question all the time, what type of real estate should we be doing? We believe in something we call the Moneyball real estate system. Now, let me tell you how we discovered what Moneyball real estate really is. Now, if you've seen the movie Moneyball, it's phenomenal, right? I've talked about it before on this channel if you watched our videos. Brad Pitt, Jonah Hill. It's about the Oakland Athletics, and it's about how the Oakland A's used math and statistics to kind of game the system, right? They didn't have as much money as the Yankees, so they couldn't pay players as much. And so what they ended up doing is they went and hired statistically sound players for less money and let those players get on base. And I started to realize, wait a second, this is what we do in real estate. I had watched the movie and I was like, that's so fascinating. I feel like this is applicable to what we do. I went and I got the book and I read the book and then I listened to the book and then I thought about the principle and I went, hold on, what we do is we help people hit real estate singles. That's what we do. We We don't do swing for the fences home run real estate. We don't do multifamily real estate. We don't do Airbnbs. We don't do some of the big stuff that looks really good and could make a lot of money, but could be a little bit riskier. Now, not that we don't like multifamily and that we don't like Airbnbs. It's just not what we do for the majority of people, at least not at this point in the company's progression. Who knows if we'll do that in the future? What we know we do is we go hit real estate singles with our clients. That means that we find for you a single family residential piece of property in a desirable market, in a neighborhood that's been vetted and where people want to live and where people want to own. And then we go find you tenants after we get the property fixed up. We place the financing for you. We get the property insured for you. Then we manage the monthly rent collection so that you can own all the benefits of owning real estate without having to be in real estate, without having to be a real estate professional. You get all the benefits, you make 100% of the profit, you take title to the property, you make 100% of the gain. We do almost 100% of the work. So if you're thinking you have to be a property investment expert to buy a property or to cash rent checks and start funding the life that you really want to live, I can assure you that no, you don't. Here at Done For You Real Estate, we don't just work with experienced investors who want someone else to handle the nuts and bolts of real estate investing. We also work with total beginners who have zero real estate experience and don't know the difference between equity and cap rate or even what the equity and cap rate are. Our service is literally done for you. That means we handle picking and extensively vetting the property, picking the loan, getting you the loan, getting you tenants into the property that pay you every month. You only do what's absolutely necessary for you to do. So what is that exactly? You choose the property from our hand-selected, extensively vetted list of sure thing options. We'll help you pick the right one that's a good fit for you. We'll assign you a concierge that holds your hand through every step of the process. You'll get us any documents we need to secure financing on the property. You sign the loan and finance the property and ownership and the closing documents, and then you cash rent checks. Investment property ownership is not as far out of reach as you may believe, even if you're a shiny new beginner, because as I've said, we do all the heavy lifting for you, including finding, extensively vetting, and sharing only the best sure thing properties available on the market. So if you'd like to see these properties for yourself, click below and sign up for the daily fastball, and we'll text you one new sure thing property every single day so you can hit real estate singles, so you can be in property without actually being in property. And if you see a property that you like that we text you, book a game plan call with us. Let's see exactly what it would take for you to own that property, or another one that's maybe even a better fit for your needs and your situation. Click in the link below, sign up for the daily fastball. It's totally free, and start making your dreams come true, because you don't have to be in property to be in property. You don't have to be a real estate expert to get expert returns in real estate. That's what we're here for. We'll see you real soon.